Well, our number one goal is to make people smile with ice creams. That this business in particular, it's very, very simple. We want to make you happy. Ice cream makes me happy. That's our slogan. I stole from my daughter when she was 4, and that's our simple goal. Is like, this is a really heavy time for a lot of people, and if it's just this one little piece of joy and normalcy that we can give to people, that's what our goal is. My name is Crowell, and I am the owner of Hattie Jane's Creamery. We opened this location, which is our first location, actually on July 1st, 2016. Hattie Jane's, we make our own ice cream. So we make it in small batches. We have a kitchen here and a kitchen in our location in Murfreesboro. We make the ice cream from scratch. That includes dairy-based ice cream made with local milk from Hatcher Dairy or MTSU's Creamery out in Murfreesboro. We also do a lot of coconut-based flavors as well. But obviously, our business model is pretty straightforward and simple. We sell ice cream. We do pickups, pints here, and we also have a food truck that rides around different neighborhoods. So, as everything started to devolve in March, obviously, we had a lot of decisions to make, and we ended up closing the ice cream shops themselves, and then going straight to the mobile market instead, because March isn't necessarily yet our peak season, so we felt like it was just best to reduce our staff. We went down to 2 people and took our ice cream truck out and did pre-orders for pints, and that has kept us floating, but we're very, very glad to be back open and serving people directly. Laying off anybody was a very difficult decision, and one I hope not to ever have to make again. Lots of tough conversations with people, I would say maybe most fortunately the bulk of our work staff is part-time and supplementary income, but we definitely have a couple of families that depend on Hattie Jane's as well for income to support their families, and those were particularly tough conversations. But we did bring our full-timers back first, so they're the first ones back to work, and are slowly building our team back up. As we were able to start reopening, our first steps were, one, to get the staff back and basically retrain them. We had the 2 employees that had been doing the mobile. They were already really up to speed on our new procedures with the distancing and glove use and sanitation. So we had a training day for everybody just to go over everything. We've put markers on the floor for the distancing. We also have curbside available. Ongoing, even now that we're able to reopen. That's super easy for us and really easy for the customers to do. But just a lot of repeat and training about making sure we wear a mask properly, wearing our gloves. When to change gloves is probably the biggest thing that we have to continue to emphasize, because people tend to think gloves are safe. So we talk about as soon as you complete a transaction, if you move from ice cream to handling cash, you wash hands and change gloves, and so on and so forth. So that's really key. And of course, anytime a table gets used, a chair gets used, we're cleaning and wiping them. We're wiping down the doors and the counters very frequently. But our business, everything is pretty much takeout friendly. We don't use dishes per se, so everything is either edible or disposable. So there's a pretty safe business model as is. Yeah, definitely the most challenging part of this whole ordeal involving COVID-19 was not seeing our staff on a day-to-day basis. They're really the personality and why we love doing the business, and of course not seeing our regulars and in a day-to-day business. But it was also fun to get our ice cream trucks out into the neighborhoods and see how excited people were to have that little bit of fun and happiness going on that they didn't have to drive or get out for. But I would definitely see the being away from everybody. That's our driving motivator, is people. So not being able to see people was tough. I would say some of the positives that have come out of this period is definitely appreciation for our fellow humans, for sure. And I would say that the team that was able to keep in motion has really bonded very closely. And I do think that re-emphasizing our procedures around safety and sanitation have always been important, but now they're extremely underscored in our heightened awareness as a company, as human beings, as a world, I think is overall a good thing in the long run. Moving forward through COVID-19, we are really looking towards growth, and we've got the 2 locations now. We were already shopping, moving our kitchen into one space somewhere in Middle Tennessee. That would enable us to really control our product, and we're shopping for other locations. And I think what COVID-19 has impacted us is we're now really emphasizing smaller footprints with drive-through or walk-up capabilities, and also getting our product into stores where people can pick up or order through Instacart or the like. So I do think it's going to shift our business model a little bit towards those easily picked up items, while also maintaining some very high quality scoop shops as well. We already have several wholesale clients. Puckett's has our ice cream. Muletown just picked us up to do some coffee and ice cream concepts. So we're really driving through the wholesale business and making an emphasis on pints. We're looking at half gallons and maybe even single serve to-go cups as well. As far as community goes, Columbia has been incredible. Obviously this town is really resilient. They were actually the first out of the businesses I'm associated with to really bounce back quickly, but also be respectful of all of the restrictions that are placed upon us as businesses. I'd say that they've been extremely enthusiastic to see us reopen. And business has been climbing and growing quicker than we expected. So we're extremely appreciative of the support of the local businesses that Columbia is showing us. We've been here for 4 years here. I'm also associated with Puckett's. We've been here longer than that. And the business community downtown specifically and around downtown has grown. I think that Columbia will continue to thrive in the next few years, and I think it's really interesting how many artisan style, local, independent, there's a really cool culture and vibe growing in Columbia, and I think it'll continue to attract more of the same. Well, my message out to the community is come buy some ice cream and it'll make you happy. Perfect. Yeah.